Yeah. You already know, man, what's going on. It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this content, whether religiously or in passing. You already know, man. Listen, if you haven't yet, man, please subscribe to the YouTube channel down below at Hype Fan Eagle 1. You already know, man. I got the boy Young Jers, aka Hype Fan Jers, man. What's going on? You can state all your information, man.
Yeah, you already know, man. It's Hype Fan Jers. If you wanna follow me, you can follow me at Young Jers on Twitter. That's YUNG underscore JERZ 973.
You already know, man. So we about to get into the hype talk tonight. You know what I'm saying? We about to actually talk about the previous draft. What's going on, my boy Drew Johnson? What it is, man? You feel what I'm saying? So we about to talk about the draft. You know, we about to give a little bit of recap. We just gonna pretty much talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Under the sun, as far as everything that goes with the Philadelphia Eagles and everything like that. But before we even start, man, let me plug myself in real quick, man. Listen, man, I got something for y'all, man. You know what I mean? Check out the Hype Wave Eagle merch. You already know, man. So I got some stuff that's in the work right now. I got the ball caps, you know what I'm saying? I got
I like that white.
yeah, the white one is tough. You know what I mean? I got the jackets, you know what I'm saying? Check out the jackets, you know. That right there is my favorite jacket, though. You know, I got three different kind of Eagles jackets, but this one right here overall is my favorite jacket. So check out the merch at hypewave91.com. Here go the website right here, hypewave91.com, man. Check out the merch for sure, man. You know what I mean? Let's get into it, man. First and foremost, how you feel overall? Everything good?
Everything Gucci, everything straight. Um, I'm just excited for us, man. How we looking,
That
that's
boy over
all
there
right now.
munching. What you munching on before we start? What you munching on?
Nah, just on some crackers, some Ritz crackers. That's it.
Yeah. Rich Crackers, Drew Johnson said only kidding. I ain't get your joke. I ain't see it. Whatever you said, I ain't even see it, Drew. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you said Rich Crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I just actually ate not too long ago, whatever like that. You know what I mean? So I'm good. I'm good though. Everything Gucci, right? Everything good.
Yeah, everything good, everything straight.
Okay, you already know. Shout out to my guy Drew Johnson. Once again, let's get into it,
Shout
man.
out.
So just a recap of the draft, man. You know, we pretty much got inquired a lot of pieces. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much got some good pieces. You know, so let's start off with this, right? Let's start off with this, like I did before my previous video, man. This is one of the guys that we got, man. Jalen Carter, man, a very dominant force
Yep.
on the defensive side of the ball, man. Like he could just move anybody, man. Like he got the talent, you know what I mean? And pretty much a lot of people and a lot of teams passed up on him because of his incident that happened. But you know, fortunately, he came right into our laps at pick number 9. You know, we pretty much traded down, and we got that pick, and he fell right into our laps, man. So I am happy. I am happy that we ended up with Jalen Carter, man. With pick number 30, we end up getting Nolan Smith, man. You know, he's another Georgia Bulldog. You know, with the number 30th pick, man, fell right into our laps. You know, that's this right here. We're going to get into the extras, but this pick right here is when the hate started coming from all the other teams. Like they
Yeah,
realized
yeah,
what we were starting to do. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? So Nolan Smith, I guess people wanted to criticize him, saying that he need to put on more pounds and stuff like that. But I'll put it like this: watch the tape. That'll tell you a lot. The game tape tells you a lot, man. Like I feel like he
hmm
is perfect. He is a perfect fit for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. We're gonna get into all the extras, man. And you pretty much pair them two up with this right here. That is Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean.
Yep.
That is Jalen Carter. That is Nolan Smith. And we did draft another Bulldog and Khalil Ringo. So that was the fifth guy
hmm
that was in that picture that just draft. We did draft him another cornerback, a lot of people were saying, it wasn't really the Philadelphia fan base, but the opposite of the Philadelphia fan base, they was pretty much calling him trash. When I looked at his videos, he wasn't trash. They gonna say things like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yep, yep,
He wasn't trash. Do I will I say he needs work? Of course, you know what I mean. Of course, he needs a little bit of work, but the talent is there, so you cannot deny it. You know what I mean? We pretty much got a two aging cornerbacks and Darius Slay and James Bradbury. So
mm-hmm.
what a great duo to learn from. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep,
He definitely has the talent. And then we end up getting a Alabama boy. You know what I mean? A
yep,
Alabama boy, a offensive tackle or offensive guard, Tyler Steen. Very good, very good. I like this pick. You know what I'm saying? I really like this pick. You know what I mean? He's not a project. Um, I feel like he's very good, and he's an Alabama guy. When you look at Georgia and Alabama, that's like the top of the pinnacle as far as the college teams and everything like that.
mm-hmm.
So I like that pick right there. And then you go with Sidney Brown, a nice safety right here. The only thing I have a problem with Sidney Brown is that he will be a project, but I like him because he is very aggressive, very, very, very aggressive. He'll come and hit you. He'll do all of that stuff. He could come up in the box. He could play in the box. The only thing about it is that he's a tad bit small, and then he has coverage issues. You know what I mean? It's been a couple
Yeah,
of games where he got smoked. But the upside is way better than the downside. So we end up getting him. Of course, we got a couple of people, later on in like the 6th round, 7th round, and everything like that.
yeah,
I have to do my homework on those guys. But we pretty much capped off the draft in a good way with this guy right here, DeAndre Swift. You know what I
Swift,
mean? Very, very, very good running back. You know what I'm saying? Actually, like he was a better fit for us than I think Derrick Henry would have been. Like if we would have actually got Derrick Henry is a good running back, is a great running back, but I
yeah,
feel like he fit more of the Philadelphia style of running back. You know what I mean? He come with
mm-hmm.
power. He's very swifty. He can hit the holes. He can bounce it to the outside, and he's quick. So when you're talking about an all-around running back, and he can catch the ball. When you talk about an
Yeah,
all-around running
yeah,
back, he's that. He put it like this. He's Miles Sanders 2.0. Miles Sanders pretty much danced a lot in the hole. But when you look at a guy like DeAndre Swift, he can hit the hole. He can catch the ball. He can pretty much do everything a step or a notch better than Miles Sanders and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that didn't conclude the draft, but we pretty much stopped the buck at DeAndre Swift.
yeah.
Everybody else got picked in the 6th round, 7th round. I got to do my homework on that. But so far, how do you feel about the draft?
Yo, I'm comfortable. Happy. Satisfied. All those type of words. That's what I'm in. Like
Yeah,
like I said, becoming coming into the draft on the first day. Dealing with all the time through this off season. I've been like focusing on like big thing on the defense side and want us to pick up where we left off. I want to say like rebuild, but actually like try to uh uh fill in the pieces that we lost for some of the players that we lost. A lot of the players we lost on the defense side. So
yeah, yeah,
and that's what my main focus of us focus on and getting right. But when I saw Howie start picking up these pieces and even before the draft started, he was getting people like, from different teams, like for the safety from the Pittsburgh Steelers and,
mm-hmm.
bringing back Slay and Bradbury and picking up the guy, the edge rusher, the linebacker that we traded for. We got
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
And so I start seeing him moving and it started giving me confidence. I'm like, I see what he's doing on the defense. So it gave me a little confidence going into this draft and to actually see what I trusted him to do and him to actually do what he did of picking up these Georgia guys and getting Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter and getting Sidney Brown and getting this cornerback, even though like you said, certain people don't like they not giving him time or whatever. But the key word you said, like he's gonna be under key players like Slay and
yeah,
Bradbury to pick up and learn. So to keep that rotation flowing. Like, the because I always talking about rotation. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
rotation is
yeah.
a real good piece of 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 a game because it allowed players to actually come in and get the experience and actually, sometimes these players need to step out for a certain reason. So you want to know when a player need to step out, who's going to be the player that going to step up and
Yeah, yeah,
actually pick
yeah.
up and keep up the momentum of the game. So I
Hmm.
always say motivation is the key. And for him picking these guys up and getting like, Katavius Street, can forget
Yeah.
him and bring it back. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Grams, and he actually kept focused on the defense. It gave me confidence, and then it gave me like, you know what, I'm okay for him to actually pick up more pieces on the offense, and that's what getting DeAndre Swift. Because I told you I didn't really care so much of having 5 running backs or having that many running backs, but because I want him to focus on doing what we had to do on the defense. But I got satisfied, so I was like, "Yo,
Hell yeah.
I'm okay with that move." Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
like
yeah.
you
Hell
say,
yeah.
Swift is that type of running back that we need. That's running, that runs strong. He's going. I feel like if he could stay healthy with Sean
Healthy.
Penny, if
That's
he
a
could stay,
fact. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if he could stay healthy with Sean Penny, those two duos of being that type of back, and then rotating with more elusive speed backs with Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell. You know,
Mm.
even though we got Trey, but I don't know if they're gonna finally put him into the rotation yet.
Nah,
But
I don't think so.
yeah, but the 4 starter running backs that we got to rotate with, it's gonna be a problem. And what hurts, running two, man,
Yeah.
can't wait to see it. I already can't wait,
And
man.
that's a fact. Just to piggyback off what you said, I'm happy. I'm happy with Howie Roseman. He addressed pretty much the needs that we need on defense.
Yep.
Going into it, I'm like, in my previous video, I'm like, yo, we don't really need to draft anybody on offense for real. If we do
Yeah.
end up drafting somebody on offense, let it be like an offensive lineman. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
But
Yep.
other than that, my main focus before the draft is, yo, let's go and get these defenders. Like, we need defense. We need
Yeah.
defense. Like you
Yeah.
said, we need pretty much when Fletcher Cox go out and he retire, we need somebody to back him up.
Back up.
When
Yep.
Brandon Graham go out and retire, we need somebody to back him up. When Darius Slay or James Bradbury, when they go down or if they get injured, we need somebody to fill in their spot
Yep.
or whatever
Yep.
the case may be.
Rotation. Yep.
As far, yeah, so the rotation, yes. So we
Yeah.
need that. You know what I mean? And he actually addressed everything that we needed as far as on the defensive side, especially
Mm-hmm.
with the defensive line. Everything started in the trenches. Everything start with the defensive line. So him going to grab a Nolan Smith, him going to grab a Jalen Carter, him
Yeah.
last year getting
Yeah.
a Jordan Davis. You know what I mean? We got Katavius Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That
Yep.
actually all of that. Especially with the safety position that we got a lot of safeties right now. All of
Mm-hmm.
that really fills the void of the linebacker position. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
we didn't
Yep.
really go get a linebacker. So we pretty much trying to see where we're going to head as far as the linebacker position. But I feel like we filled in the gaps on, the defensive line, the cornerbacks, the safeties to actually
Mm-hmm.
give our linebackers a little bit more help and everything like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
And then with the added piece with DeAndre Swift on the offensive side, that make our offense totally, totally better than what it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
I
Yep.
like that. Do you feel like we need to address any other position? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like we need to go out and get somebody else like a Buda Baker or like, do we need to go out and get anybody else, or do we need to address any other position?
If I were, well, I would say, because in my last video I was saying that now I it's whatever how we feel, because I'm comfortable on both sides. We good on offense, we
Yeah,
good on defense.
defense.
Whatever
Yeah,
he choose is good now. But I did said if I would have to say the pick is actually be now, I would say get a little bit more with the rotation on the offense, because now that we pick up pieces, we comfortable with the defense. I do see that we probably could want to get a rotation dealing with even a blocker for Hurts. Just in case another blocker go down or get injured. We don't want somebody stepping in on that offensive line. Yes, we got good blockers, but that's what our key starters. No, now will one of them go down? Do we have a next man up that's gonna block for Hurts? That's gonna
Yeah,
actually, actually give him time in that pocket, and not put too much on him.
yeah.
And if not that, then I will also say another rotation of a tight end or a wide receiver, like
Tight end is that's a fact. I don't think.
so
I think the wide receiver we pretty much good. You know what I mean as far as the wide receiver, but you hit it right on the head as far as the tight end because
yeah,
as you know when Dallas Goedert went out during the when he got injured during the Washington game, I would
mm,
I would pretty much the tight ends was non-existent. Us throwing
yeah,
to the tight ends. I mean, we had Grant Calcaterra and stuff like
yeah,
that, but
yeah,
we didn't really throw it to him for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we pretty much ran a two tight end set and ran the ball. You know what I mean? We ain't really had no tight ends to throw it to. But when Dallas
yeah.
Goedert came back, you see we was throwing it to him right off the
Yep,
rip. You know
yep,
what I mean?
yep.
So
Fact.
addressing the tight end position is a fact, though. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
definitely is a
yeah,
fact.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get into the latest news that we saw so far. So this is what I got from ML Football. I follow them. They are a very credible source on Twitter. It says, "Oh wow, other executives around the league were frustrated over the amount of praise that Eagles Howie Roseman was garnering during this year's draft." It say Philly arguably had the best draft, drafting Georgia stars Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and Khalid Ringo, while also trading for another Bulldog. I forgot he is another Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift. He is
Mm-hmm.
another. So we got six Georgia Bulldogs. This is crazy. And draft. So there's rumors and there's people talking around the league hating on my boy Howie. Wait, let me put his picture right here. Hating on my boy Howie because he getting the job done. And I want to say it's not his fault that he know how to finesse the league. It's not
Yep,
his fault that
yep,
he know how to put in work and know how to use his cleverness during the draft. It's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Y'all GMs, y'all need to follow him and how he
yep,
do this.
yep.
Y'all need to take a page out of his book because he did this 2 years in a row. He did this last year and he did
Fact.
this year. Y'all need to follow him. Like it's not his fault. It's not his fault. How you feel about that? Listen, why people why they just gotta hate?
Yeah, because that's all
Why
they
they just
know,
gotta hate?
man. Like it is crazy. Because like I said, I don't know if it's coming. What like is that's not coming inside Eagles? Like
Organization? No, it's
yeah,
it's other owners
oh,
getting
yeah, yeah,
frustrated.
yeah, yeah, and like and it's what I'm saying is people gotta understand of what the Eagles come from. Like for so long they act like, oh, he been like for years and years and years and years he been doing this and years this would happen. You know, for so long we had issues when it came to our organizations, like going
Uh-huh.
way back. I'm talking about even if you want to take it way back in history, dealing with uh Random Cunningham and all those guys and everything. Like what we had organization issues with people coming in and not leading this team correctly, coming with personal issues and messing up the game and uh uh drafting players but then don't utilize them right, or what you call that, firing players and trading them off and just keeping the team all messy and not making decisions for this team. And I'm not talking about the players now, I'm talking about the organization as the owners and the GMs and all that. You go back in the Eagles history, we've been having that so long. And then we got better when we got Andy Reid, when we had McNabb and all those guys with Brian Westbrook and Brian Dawkins, and we had
Mm-hmm.
with Andy Reid, our organization got a little bit more better and it got better. But then when they let go Andy Reid, we saw what happened, and I never liked it, that move. Like I didn't understand why they got, because it wasn't his fault. It was the players that would have personal issues that wasn't staying focused. The reason why we couldn't win it all. So, but anyway, we let him go. They pick up Chip Kelly, then that was the wrong decision, and we went looked at bad and everything. So it was like from those years, it was just bad, and then we got good when we got uh Doug Peterson, and he made that decision, pick him up and get what's his name, the quarterback we had, uh that helped us out. I forgot his guy. I just forgot his name right quick.
Who?
Number 11.
Oh, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got him, and then it was good. Like, so I'm just giving y'all, not to be too long, but just giving you the ups and downs of dealing with the GMs of what we went through. And then after that, it was good. But then after that, we went downhill, and he started getting these players, and then he made a bad decision with Jalen Rager, and how we feel about that. So much ups and downs and inconsistency, and so much having of you. If you're a true Eagles fan, you already know the headache and how we felt of dealing with these JMs and what he did. But now, to get to my conclusion, now for him to actually, for 2 years, because last season he was awesome too.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, yeah.
season, he's doing his thing for 2 years, and he's doing no better. Let the man cook. Like, let him
Yeah.
get his time. Like, we let us shine in the glory. Let him get his glory, get his props that he actually been. Like, nobody don't say nothing with all these other GMs, but let him cook and stop hating and let this man be him and let him be great. Like, so that's what they wanna hate. Let them hate. We gonna show them. That's all I say on my dad.
Yeah, I feel like with Howie Roseman, he knew that he made a mistake when he drafted Jalen Reagor and passed up on Justin Jefferson. So I feel like that
Yeah,
was always in the back
yeah,
of his head,
yeah,
like, yo, I'm never going to make that mistake again. So
yeah,
and you see the draft that we had last year, and you seen including with the free agents that we acquired last year. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
we had a Kazir White, we had we signed Hassan Reddick. We end
yeah,
up getting a Dominican Sue. You know what I'm saying? We had so many pieces. A James Bradbury. Pardon me, a James Bradbury. So we
yeah,
had so many pieces, and he pretty much picked up from where he left off at last year. And going into this year, we already listen, man. We already knew Howie Roseman was on some. As Lord Bronson say, ski mask Howie. We already knew he had a ski mask on, getting ready to do some Howie Roseman things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people are frustrated because first of all, we went to the Super Bowl last year, so our name is still in the media. The
mm-hmm,
Philadelphia Eagles is everywhere now. You can't go nowhere. When you talk football, you got to talk about the Eagles now because we are like pretty much number. We talked about more than the Super Bowl team. The Super
yeah,
Bowl
yep,
team actually won it. We talked about way more than them. So I feel
yep,
like it's these GMs that feel like they didn't have a good enough draft. You know what I mean? In
yep,
hindsight, the teams that did have good drafts are Philadelphia Eagles, the Texans. I feel like had a good draft. Um,
Seattle,
Seattle had a good draft.
yeah,
Um, Texans, Eagles, Seattle. Giants had a pretty good offseason. I don't know if they had a good draft, but I know that their
yeah,
offseason moves were
yeah,
good. So I'm gonna throw the Giants in it too, because whoever they acquired from, I think they got a wide receiver too for Dave Jones during the
um,
draft. So I'm gonna say the Giants too.
pick pick for the
Um,
Steelers was pretty good. The Steelers draft was pretty good. What they picked
that's what
up.
they said. I didn't pay attention, but
Yeah,
that's what they
yeah,
said too. That the Steelers had a
yeah,
good draft, but Arizona was dog ass. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Arizona was doing some poo poo stuff. I really like what the Houston Texans did. I'm not gonna lie. They
yeah.
really
I hear
put.
them. I hear the talk. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I really like what they got. They got a young quarterback on top of that. They had drafted somebody else on the defensive side. They were just like doing mad masterful moves along with what the Philadelphia Eagles was doing. So
yeah.
those two right there are my top two strongest draft. If I want to give a draft grade for both of them, I give both an A+, or I give the Texans an A and I give the Eagles an A+.
What I'm hearing going around, I'm hearing that the two top team that had the best draft and everything,
Mhm.
far as my knowledge, is the Eagles and the Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks, because of the weapons
Mhm.
that they picked up on our offense. Like, they have a dynamic duo of wide receivers. Like,
Yeah,
as they
yeah, yeah,
picked
yeah, yeah,
up,
yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. They do.
and
Actually, they got. It's a trio now. I got to
yeah,
think of that name. If y'all know whoever's watching this, if y'all know that wide receiver that went over there to the Seattle, please put it in the comments. right now. I can't think of his name. I'm having a brain fart. Also,
Yeah,
they got a cornerback, which is one of the things that Pete Carroll loves to he loves his cornerbacks. I
yeah,
can't it's something I think it's Devin Witherspoon. They end up picking up
yeah,
Devin
yeah,
Witherspoon, a very so they have I think his name Darnell Woolley or whatever his first name is. I know his last name is Worley
yeah,
or
yeah.
he's a dog, you know what I mean? And then to
Mm-hmm.
pair him up with Devin Witherspoon, that's good for Seattle. But
Yeah,
yeah, Eagles, Seattle, and Texas, man.
yep,
They
yep.
did their
I like
thing.
those three. Yep.
But I feel like as far as Howie Roseman go, I feel like they are very frustrated at Howie Roseman because we are in every blog. They're talking about us everywhere. They're talking about the draft. They're talking about what we did off season, the draft, everything is everywhere. And I feel like these owners cannot stand that. And I just want to say it is not Howie Roseman fault. Pull a page out of his book and get with the damn script. Get with the
Yeah,
script. Learn
yeah.
from what you're doing and get with the script. Um, how do you feel coming up? With everything included, how do you feel going into the season?
Yeah. Key word I can say is like I can't wait, but how to get more in details, like yeah, I feel great, man. I feel confident. I'm no more so much worried and so much it's not so much of a hope. It's now more of to confidence because before I was like hoping a lot. I was like
Yeah,
I was throwing that word around like a lot because of mainly because what we was lacking on the defense side. But now it's not so much hope. Now it's more of a confidence, more of I'm content. I'm satisfied, and I'm
hmm
just ready. And yo, like, yeah, I'm ready and I'm happy. That's how I'm feeling. I want to see these boys go to work already, like
yeah,
because the players we picked up, I'm impressed and I'm happy for what Hobby had did for this team right now.
yeah. All right, so keep it a bean. For those who don't know what keep it a bean mean, I mean keep it 1,000. Do you think it's championship or bust at this point? Being the fact that NFC championship or bust. Being the fact that we got all these pieces, you know what I mean? We pretty much had all those pieces last year, and we went to the NFC championship, and then we end up going to the Super Bowl. So do you feel like that this year, like the expectations and everything like that? Do you feel like it's NFC
Um,
championship or bust? I won't say the Super Bowl because it's hard to get to the Super Bowl, but I
yeah.
could say the NFC championship. Do you feel like that?
See, I feel we have a great. I say we have like we say have like a B plus to A of getting to the championship. But I always say like I don't like the jinx. I'm not really superstitious and all that. But I just know how the NFL could be. It can always things can always get out of hand. Things can always be different. But based on our team, I feel like we have a high percentage, a very very high
Yeah,
percentage of going back and winning it. But I won't. I don't know if I would say it's for sure. Like yo, we gonna go. Is I know for a fact we are with the playoffs. We know more fact. I already know now. I can say that with confidence. We going to the playoffs. That's
yeah,
just
yeah,
out
yeah,
of hand. We going to
yeah,
the playoff, and I would say we'll at least go to the playoff. It's going to be we going if we either gonna go to the playoff and either be one seed again, or if it be not one seed, we gonna at least win like 2 games in the playoffs.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that's what I feel. But it's a high very chance that we could make it to the championship. Our chances to me is higher than any other team. That's what I want to say
Yeah.
is any other team, our chances is more high based on what we picked up. But like I said, I just know how the NFL works and how it sometimes gets. I won't say it's 100% sure that, and I'm 100% confident that we would, but I'm 100% confident that we gonna be in the playoffs. No,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
fact.
That's a given. I feel like we are definitely going to be on top of the NFC for sure, 1,000%. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Drew Johnson said definitely high probability. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. I feel like we're going to be playoff bound regardless. Like
yeah, yeah,
that's not
yeah,
even like like we're there. You know what I'm saying? As far as the NFC, I don't think it's NFC Championship or bust because pretty much we built this team for years to come. Especially when you got like you said, the Fletcher Coxes and the Brandon Grahams, they over here leaving or whatever like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Jason Kelsey, we already got Jason Kelsey replacement. We drafted him last year in Cam Jurgens. You know what I'm saying? So so we already got that. So we started, we started building for years to come. We building a structure. So I would say that our chances on getting to the NFC Championship are high. You know what I'm saying? It's very high, higher than anybody else in the NFC. Let's put it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I feel like we're gonna run through our division. We still might end up splitting. I don't know, for some reason we can never just get a 2-0 division lead on the Cowboys. We always split in 1-1. So if anybody
Mm-hmm.
who we split with in the division, it's going to be the Cowboys. That's it. And I don't even want us to do that because I want bragging rights. Let's just get that out the way. I want bragging rights, but we might split. Drew Johnson said, we have unfinished business. Hope these young dogs are hungry. For real, I hope these young dogs, and we do got unfinished business. We just
Yeah,
got to get there,
I
man. We
don't.
got to take a game at a time.
Yeah, I feel you when it comes to the Cowboys, but for some reason, my bro, for some reason, I feel confident in the Giants, my man. I feel this year, I feel confident in the Giants. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Cowboys always been that team we've been neck to neck with when it comes to good being top of the NFC East and
Yeah,
getting to the playoff and doing the thing. Don't get me wrong. But it just was after seeing last season and then seeing who they pick up on an off season and seeing the growth and the experience that they actually got and the coach, like I really like the coach that they got, that he came in and the way he controlled this team. And like I see like the same growth for us. I kind of see that in the Giants, like, and God, I won't be surprised they we be neck to neck with them next season, this season
yo,
coming.
that's
I won't
the
be
thing. Like,
surprised. Like,
I don't think the Giants. I think the Giants picked up a wide receiver. It may not be. It may not have been a wide receiver that they actually want, but they
yeah,
definitely did. They go grab a wide receiver that is very well known. I'm just not. I'm not familiar with his name. Like if I could just tell you his name off the bat, then I would. But I
yeah,
don't. I can't remember his name right now. But they did get a very dependable wide receiver though.
yeah,
But
yeah,
back to your point, that's a fact, yo.
yeah,
The
yeah,
Giants have. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody in the division that I feel like will give us problems going into next year, I definitely understand what you're saying. The
yeah,
Giants, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But for some reason, we always do that split with that 1-1 with the Cowboys.
Yeah,
But
I
I
know.
understand what you're saying as far as who's going to give us that competition. Who you think is going to give us the most problems. I feel like it's the Giants too. Honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They did.
yeah,
They had a very good offseason, and they from what I'm hearing, they draft is real good too. They draft was real
yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
from what I'm hearing and everything like that. I want to talk a little bit about the running backs that we got. So we got we got DeAndre Swift, we got Rashad Penny, we got Kenny Gainwell, we got Boston Scott, and we got Trey Sermon. So we got 5 running backs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Trey Sermon.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully he get a chance at competing for, either the second stream, third stream, whatever it is. Hopefully he get that chance. But what it's
yeah,
looking like now, it's probably looking like DeAndre Swift and Jalen Hyatt wide receiver. Yeah, Hyatt is a very dependable wide receiver. That was a good pickup for the Giants. Thank you, Drew Johnson.
mm-hmm.
It seems like the running backs is going to go DeAndre Swift, Rashad Penny, 1-2. And then we might use Kenny Gainwell for our third down back. This is my thing with Boston Scott. Let's get Britton Covey the F up out of here and put Boston Scott in the kick return and punt return.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you see that? Like, you can vision that a little bit?
I can vision that. Like, I can vision it, but I would say he Cully was looking like going towards like a lot of the games going towards the end of the regular season. Covey looked like he was getting good experience. Like he was looking like he was moving out there, like he was learning. I don't know like who like if for him putting Boston Scott in there and he starts seeing how he was doing it and he start learning. I like, yo, I gotta start sticking and moving. I gotta start,
Yeah.
stop running and getting smacked. Like he was just running into tackles and
Bro,
everything.
he was
Like,
getting mad.
yeah, like, and so, but after a while, when he put Boston Scott in there and Boston Scott was running there and he was sticking and moving, um, when then when he had Boston Scott and Covey going back and forth between kick returning and
Towards
punt
the end,
return,
yeah.
yeah. When he put Covey in, it was a lot of games. After a while, I'm like, okay, Covey, you looking different. Like
But that
he
was
was
towards
sticking.
the end. By the time it was too late.
Yes, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. It looked like he was learning experience. So I got mixed feeling. I'm like, yo, I want to shot him down because he might got experience. He might do great, but at the same time, I do understand what you're saying. Like, let Boston cook, but it's gonna be depends on how much they want Boston to be in that running back position because you want to like he been a kick return and then he doing running backs and he doing both things and he get injured or
Yeah.
he tired like or whatever like
He
we
ain't gonna
go
get no burn, man. It's just too much. That's why I'm saying. Drew Johnson said B Scott can't do punt returns. I feel like he can do both, especially when the running back room is too crowded. Like it's
yeah
you need somebody back there for sure that got a some type of wiggle, especially punt return. And then look who we got. That's an ex punt returner, and it was Darren Sproles who's still on the coaching staff. So
yeah
if B Scott can actually learn from Darren Sproles and get some, you know what I'm saying, some a little bit from Darren Sproles, I feel like B Scott will be all right on both kick
yeah
return and punt return.
because
He needs
he
to be
do got quick feet
somewhere.
though he do
Yeah,
got quick feet
he got quick
and
feet. He's small. He got quick feet. He need to learn. He need to learn from Darren Sproles because the running back room is too crowded for him to get any type of
yeah
burn
yeah
unless he beat out one of them third guys. Unless he beat out Kenny Gainwell because after DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny, it's Kenny Gainwell who going to touch that rock in the backfield.
yeah yep
Might
yep
he might go out for he might be a slot wide receiver. He might go out and catch some passes. You never know, but unless he beat out one of them three, he not gonna really get no burn at the running back position for real.
yeah.
Now, so that's what
No,
I'm
I feel
saying.
you on
Like,
that.
he
I
could be
agree
like
with
a
you on
kick
that.
return or punt return. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Um. What else? So right now, is Jalen Hurts? Is Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the NFC East? That is or just the NFC period. Is Jalen Hurts
Yeah,
the
it's
best
in our
quarterback in the NFC period?
in the based on my knowledge and based on the talk that was going around, it's a definitely that he's the best quarterback in the NFC East. The best quarterback in the NFC, it's a high possibility that he is going from the going from last season to this season. I would say, well, I'm talking about overall to what everybody's saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a high possibility that he is on that NFC side. But far as how I feel about it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people feel about it, I feel like he is the best. I feel like he is the best quarterback on side because of what he's just proud of what he did from last season and coming to this season. This season haven't met yet, and until he do bad this season, then he'll drop. But for him coming from what he did from last season, I feel like he is the best because he he was running up for MVP. He like took his team to the Super Bowl, and the things that he did, it was dynamic. Like I said, I was I felt like he could be number two quarterback after Patrick Mahomes, but I was like, I can't be mad if they put Joe Burrow at second because of what Joe Burrow did consistently and what the team and how he is playing. Like he playing in elite, playing elite and everything. So I was like, you know what? I would understand if they put him second and put Hurts third. So he and I'm just
Who you said?
Joe Burrow. No, so
Joe Burrow not in the NFC.
no. I was just saying collectively for the NFL. If I
Okay.
feel like Joe Burrow is second and Patrick Mahomes is first, and I feel like Hurts is third place, and he had the potential to take second place from Joe Burrow. He just, if he could stay
Yeah,
consistent this year and do his thing this year again, he had that potential to take that second place. But I understand if they put Joe Burrow in front of him. But he in that top three of the NFL period. And so if he in
yeah.
to me, if he in that top three of the NFL period, only other two that's up there is Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. They both is AFC. So that means
He's
he's
number one in
he's the
it.
best. He's number
He's
one,
the
number
best
one
in the
best
NFC.
in the NFC.
All
So
right.
that's how I look at it.
Here's all the quarterbacks in the NFC. You have Sam Howell from the Washington Commanders,
Yeah.
second year. Jordan Love from the Green Bay Packers. He haven't started a full season. Period. This will be his first year starting.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying, he been in the league. What I think is going on his fourth year, something like that. You got Desmond Ridder from the Atlanta Falcons, second year in the league. So he pretty much he pretty much a rookie for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much a rookie. You got Baker Mayfield. When you
Yeah.
got wait. Okay, Sam Howell went. Jordan Love went. Desmond Ridder wham. All three got to prove themselves. Baker Mayfield tried to prove himself. Wham. Andy Dalton, Carolina Panthers, but now it ain't Andy Dalton no more. It's still it's what's my man's
What on the Panthers?
yeah, man. He just got drafted there. Fuck.
Yeah, I can't even get his name myself.
God, yo, I got so many. Listen, I apologize, yo. I got so many names in my He went first. He went overall. He went first overall to the Carolina Panthers, man. Oh,
The quarterback?
I got his baby face all up in my head.
Oh, is it Young or something Young?
Bryce Young.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can't say Ant because his upside is all the way up there. So
Yeah, yeah.
like, we're gonna give him a break. Daniel Jones, New York Giants, trash. Geno Smith, he in the middle. I give him the middle.
Yeah,
Brock Purdy. To me, I'm not giving Brock Purdy all the praise that everybody. He in the middle right now. He got to do it for another year. Justin Fields, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts is the number one in the NFC by far. Next after that, I could put between Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put either one of those, you can put them. But as far as the NFL, like you said, just the NFL in totality, I got Patrick Mahomes. You could argue Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, but if you want to give the nod to Joe Burrow, you can give that nod to Joe Burrow and put Jalen Hurts number 3. But Jalen Hurts is definitely top 3 throughout the whole NFL. You know what I mean? Throughout the whole NFL. So yeah, man. So bring everything back full circle, whatever. Let's get to Drew Johnson. Drew Johnson said, you put B. Scott back there. It's like going for a fair catch after fair catch. Punt return is different. What's going on, Brian? Punt return is different than kick return. Punt return is different than kick return. Punt return, you actually it's a lot of fear catching that ball.
Yeah, punt return it because
wait. Jalen is not top 3. What you mean Jalen not top 3? Please expound in the comments.
Who else would you put in there? What you gonna say, Josh Allen? Like, this man ain't consistent, and he can't be consistent in the playoffs. Yo, who you gonna say, Justin Herbert? He wasn't consistent in the playoffs. Who else you gonna say?
Never sniffed a Super Bowl. Let's get that one. Let's get that correct. Josh Allen had weapons. Look. Let me tell you something, Brian, real quick. They criticized Jalen Hurts for having weapons last year, right? Only reason he's doing it because he got weapons. Josh Allen had weapons before Jalen Hurts had weapons, and he still ain't even get them to the Super Bowl. But when they got Jalen Hurts some weapons, you saw the results. We got to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Already off the rip, Jalen Hurts is top 3.
And then he made it to the playoff with an unexperienced team. He was unexperienced himself. And he made it to, we lost with Tom Brady, but he made it to the playoff with that team. And then next season, he go to the Super Bowl and do, like, come on. consistency and
It
Jalen
say,
Hurts had
bro,
one
how
pretty
you
good
gonna talk
year.
about consistency and Jalen Hurts had one really good year though? He's definitely top 5. So who is top 3? Because I'm trying to figure this out. Here go a guy in year number 3, second year starting that went to the Super Bowl, but then you got a Josh Allen. Allen better. You bugging, bro. How Allen is better? Allen had weapons before Jalen Hurts did, and he
Yeah,
never
yeah,
he never took
yeah,
him to the Super Bowl with
yeah.
all of those weapons. Had a high
Yeah.
power offense, had a high power defense. He
How
never took him to the Super
to
Bowl.
Super Bowl? How you could have that weapons and can't do nothing with it? How you could? So how that makes you? Even the
Yeah,
analysts know that. Even the analysts know that. Like, how can you? How can you have that weapon and can't do nothing with it? So how can you
that's
be
what I'm
top
saying.
3? How can you
I,
be top 3?
I never understood that. When you look at Jalen, it say Allen got to go through Mahomes. I don't want to hear that. If you that guy, Mahomes is that guy. He get it done. Period.
Yeah,
If you that
exactly.
guy, you get it done.
Get it
Period.
done. Joe
When you look
Burrow,
at
get it done.
when you look at Jalen Hurts first year in the NFL, he started 4 games. Second year in the NFL, first year full starter. Got us into the playoff with an unexperienced team.
Yeah,
Got us into
yeah,
the playoff. Third year of having the same, mind you, this was his last year was his first year having last year was his first year being up under the same offense, up under the same coach. For more, you know what I'm saying? It say Brian said they changed overtime rules because of Mahomes. Allen would have made it. Come on, man. Jalen Hurts is top 5 though. He get my respect. No, man, you're not getting that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Just
yeah,
look at it,
yeah. You
bro.
can.
Like the facts is already there, bro. Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts, second year starting, third year in the league, you go to the Super Bowl, bro. Fourth year about to be in the league, third year
yeah,
starting, you are
yeah.
projected to go back to the Super Bowl. They're not making them type of projections for Josh Allen. No way.
Right. Yeah,
Not making those
yeah,
projections for Josh Allen. I don't see it. I don't hear it. Come on,
yeah,
bro. You got to be more realistic. And I want to put this to bed this year. We got a way tougher schedule this year, Brian. So when we start dogging all those teams that they got to go through a tougher schedule, we got a tougher schedule this year. When we start dogging all of those Buffaloes and the San Franciscos and the who Miami's and all of that, when we start dogging them, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Nothing
yeah,
from
yeah.
nobody. Nothing.
My man
Let's
said he take Aaron Rodgers.
He'll take. Hey yo, he's gelling right now. He's gelling
Yeah,
right now.
now he
He's gelling.
trolling. Now he definitely
Yeah,
trolling
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a bad man. He's gelling. He's gelling. He's gelling right now, man. You
Yo,
already know, man. But
appreciate your comments though, man.
yeah, for sure. Definitely appreciate your comment. Okay, so overall though, let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Overall, we had a very good draft. We actually won the draft. You know what I mean? But the draft don't bring results actually into the
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
It's too different. We could win the draft, but not win the season. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So we got to just focus up. I think everybody's back in the lab now as far as OTAs and everything like that. Everybody's working out. Hold on, I got to sneeze. Pardon me. God dang. All
Hey.
right. Yeah, that was a mean ass sneeze. But yeah, overall though, you know what I mean? Like I said, we won the off season. Hold on, my allergies is fucking me up. Sorry, y'all. Go ahead, Troy. You can talk, bro.
Yeah, like that overall, like he said, the draft was just it was just an overall good draft between mainly the defense and then a little bit dealing with the offense. So like the draft was what I'm pretty sure every Eagle fan was happy and satisfied with and just looking more and more into what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Overall, off season moves was good. The draft was good. We looking forward to everything, man. We just looking forward to everything. Please stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all follow the YouTube. Make sure y'all follow the Twitter at Hype Eagle One. Young Jers. What's your Twitter? You know what I'm saying? State
Yeah,
your
you can
Twitter.
find me at Young Jers. That's YUNG_JERZ 973. That's my Twitter. You can follow me to there. And yeah, just stay tuned, like he said.
You already know, man. And then check out the Hype Wave Eagle. You know what I mean? Listen, we will be at the games, passing these out. You know what I'm saying? We will be at the games passing these out. You know what I mean? Follow the merch, man. at hypewave91.com. You can check out the merch there. You know what I mean? I got some nice Eagles gear, got some nice Eagle jackets, you know what I mean? I actually got more than this. I will be putting it up here. I will be displaying it during my next video as far as other Eagles merch. But for now, this is what I'm showing y'all right now, you know what I mean? Y'all can check it out at hypewave91.com. You already know, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Leave your comments down below once y'all watch this, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate you, Drew Johnson, for showing up, man. You always show up, man. You a dedicated supporter. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian, for showing up, man. Thank you for your comments, man. We appreciate you as
Yep.
well, man. And like I said, man, to share this broadcast, I honestly, I want to do, if whoever watching this, I want to do a free giveaway, man. I'm gonna have some merch. I just want to give it off to an Eagles fan, man. It's rightfully so. You know what I mean? Maybe one of y'all be the first ones to get the Hype Wave Eagle hat. You know what I mean? So thank y'all for tuning in, man. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. That's Young Jers, aka Hype Fan Jers, right there. And we are out, man. Peace, man.
Bird gang.
Little bro, no Bird gang. You already